right, don't forget trading is risky, but if trading is for you, this might also be the place for you. Make sure you follow us over here on our Instagram, especially, and of course, Discord here if you want to learn. And so hang in for that if you get to the end with us here. Let's go into the plover. What exactly is the plover? Again, these videos, we're going straight into the entry components. Again, you're gonna need to make sure you know the prerequisites before you get to these levels. But again, the point of these is to be succinct and straight to the point with how we are entering and exiting. If you are looking up the plover entry, what exactly that is, you're gonna come to this video to find that out. All right, so we are combining the power of order flow plus a harmonic structure. All right, so what do we need with that? Order flow All right, so two components we're going to need for this: the harmonic structure, predictive. Now, if you're not familiar with the harmonic structures that we post forward, we are showing you the end result of a harmonic before it reaches that location. That is what you're seeing right here. If it is yellow, if you see a yellow box on the screen, that means this is a location where a harmonic is going to complete. Okay, so not to be confused with an actual harmonic that is already formed. We are looking at a location that has not formed yet, which is where some of the power in this structure comes, or with this strategy comes from. We are going to assume that we are going to complete out a harmonic structure. A little bit different, you know, traditionally a harmonic structure is going to be used for the PRZ. The PRZ inside of a harmonic structure is the potential reversal zone, as you may already know. We went over that in some of our prior videos, so I'm not going to get into those details here tonight. Go back and watch those videos or ask there in our Discord chat and we'll kind of direct you to those. But you need to know what we're looking at here. In this screenshot here that we're looking at in a live example, this is going to be a cipher completion, I believe. Hold on, nope, I'm wrong. I see a diamond down here. Let's zoom this back here. So there's already a, where's the red cipher at here in this screenshot? Oh, it might be both. Oh, they're crossing over right here. Even more powerful. Okay, this is actually a good example. I kind of wish I would have held this one till the end to show a more advanced, but we are actually going to be showing two harmonic structures going to be completing at this same location. I can see that we've got two crossover points there on this, and this can happen. This is two PRZ locations, which makes this even a more attractive zone for price to go into. We kind of assume this is like a magnet sucking price right into it. So again, while we call this a scalping strategy, you guys know that most of our strategies, we are not scalpers, right? That is not our primary thing. In fact, if you watch the majority of our other trading videos and our strategies, those are not scalps. Okay, this is one of our few, if not the only one, maybe besides the two-finger salute, that is specifically more of a scalping strategy because of the distance between the entry point and the target. Okay, so what we're using here is the harmonic structure predictive zone for the target, and I'm going to show you guys the entry, the stops, and the targets as we get into this using AlgoBox. This is very, very visual, very easy to see. You can probably see and anticipate what this is already, but here's how it works. You need an entry on the Flowmaster order flow cross. Okay, what is that? The Flowmaster cross right there. Now, this is the white cross, not to be confused with the other two colors we have. We do have blues and yellows. You'll learn that in the Flowmaster course. But what we're using here to combine this inside of the plover strategy is the combination of the Flowmaster cross being your entry point and the target being the predictive harmonic PRZ. Okay, you guys got that? If you guys understand that, let me know down in the comments down below. Be like, yeah, I got it, understand it, love this strategy. Very, very simple. We are executing entry right here. We are targeting right here, hence the scalp, right? Between this and this, we don't know specifically how far the distance is on these when these go, but we are trying to enter as quickly and as close to the middle of that cross as we possibly can. We want to get in right there, bullseye in the center, you know, using that like a crosshair on a reticle, and we're talking about gaming all the time. The target on that right here. Now, Let's look at, so in this case, this one had built up to 22 contracts. The distance from the entry to the target here, we are entering in at 26,811 up to 820. So we're looking at about 9 ticks here. If we're getting into the back of the box, this can be around 10 ticks. Now, this one, it depends. Some people say 10 ticks is a scalp, some people don't, right? For us in general, again, this could be any distance, okay? It doesn't matter. This could be 5 ticks away, 6, 8, 10, 12. We've had some that are larger. I'm going to show you guys some examples of that. But the primary understanding is that you've got the distance between a cross and a PRZ. Now, there is more to this. What you need beforehand, okay? Prerequisites to this, you'll want some of the other things from the order of operations to add confluence to this trade. However, other prerequisites that we want on every one of these, okay, you need a straight leg. Okay, what does that mean? If you do not have a straight leg, folks, it's not a plover. Okay, just know, write this down. This should be in your notes. Prereqs, you need a straight leg to take that plover entry. In this case, the straight leg is this right here. Okay, let me do this in blue and hold the shift so we get a nice straight line. Okay, with this, I don't want to see some squiggliness. I don't want to see a leg that with P for price and make it a little bit smaller. I don't want to see da 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 and then across and then a box. Okay, this is not a plover. Okay, not a plover. Why? This straight leg is the key to what we need. Okay, we'll explain that a little bit more here in just a moment, why you need that. But the straight leg indicates that we have a distribution leg coming. Okay, and we want to finish out a distribution leg. Now, if it's choppy prior, so if we come in here and we got choppa choppa chop, boom, straight leg, we're good. Okay, you guys got that? This is a valid. This is a valid one right here. If I'm going to have my shift button, here we go. Okay, and then we've got our PRZ target. Great. Okay, the primary thing is that we've got this nice straight leg here that we're working off of, and then boom, we got this order flow volume spike coming in that's going to help us to get right into that PRZ. Okay, you guys got that? So that's it. That's what the beautiful part of this strategy. Very simple, very straightforward. Straight leg, got a harmonic PRZ up in front of us, then boom, all of a sudden that white cross shows up. Okay, now let's show some live examples of that going. So in this case, let's zoom in here, 150, that should work. So this was the entry to it. Let's see the finish on this one. Now this one happened to add another white cross coming here. Just helps us even more to kind of get that thing boosted and going. This beast came right in, and you know, we've got that target coming up. This is going to be about around $1,000, maybe $1,100, $1,200 trade at that contract size. And again, sizing is relative to your own account. You know that it depends on what market you're trading as well. This one happens to be on the Dow. I should also talk. Let's talk about this. Other markets where this works. Okay. So again, any of our strategies works on all markets, but let's talk about markets that this works best on. Okay. Now again, if you're trading stocks, that's a whole other gamut. Remember, we focus on E-minis in here, and we have a list of our E-minis, but we want something in general, we want fast, okay? Fast. So if you're a stock person, okay, you're looking for a fast instrument. You know, there are some slow things like a Walmart. Walmart's not moving too quick, but more of a tech might be good. In our case, we have the NASDAQ, right? The big one for us is NQ. NQ is the #1 instrument that we're going to be looking for a plover on. This is going to move fast, move quickly, and we want to see that burst and move, pow pow, take your money, hit very quickly in and out on this type of style. Okay, so in order, in our room, I'm going to show you guys the list of these in order from speed top to bottom for the instruments that we trade in here, but I'll tell you some ones that might have a little bit more difficulty on would be like the ES. Now the ES is a bit slower. You're also going to have a hard time on the Zs, ZBs. If you're trading Forex, again Snorex, these are not going to show up as often. Now if they show up, take them. By all means, take them. But they are very, very rare on slower markets. Okay, you will notice that that order flow really has to do with that. You know, we're going to have harmonics that are the PRZs that are targetable for other entries, but really not for this one. You'll notice you don't see the plovers very often. However, other exceptions to that are, what happens when we have a high VIX? Okay, another classic for the plover when we've got high VIX, which right now, this type of market environment, wow, we're getting a thunderstorm out here. The high VIX is also helping us a lot with this trade strategy. The high VIX is getting us opportunities here, even in the ES, getting paid $12.50 per tick on the S&P 500 E-mini. Okay, now in this case, this was the Dow. Fine, totally valid on basically, like I said, any instrument as long as it shows up. But the things that help that are high VIX. In low VIX markets, this is going to be a little bit more difficult to find this setup, but hopefully you guys get that point. If you guys have questions on any of that, put it down in the comments.